All right. Brett from Mid-State Sports Corner here. We got two Detroit legends here. We got Kris Draper, Darren McCarty, 2/3 of the grind line here. Actually, half because Kosher was here earlier. Yeah. So how are you guys doing today?
We're doing great. Yeah, it's always fun. Come out, see, sign some autographs. The beauty of it when the grind line gets together, obviously see Mac and Joey, and Maltz was MIA today, but it was good to run into these guys.
You gonna review in the group chat later?
For sure we will.
Absolutely.
He won't respond though, so he doesn't care.
Yeah, you got to know he never does respond. This won't get anything.
Is he on Stevie duty doing some scouting today or what?
I hope he's in the room.
Yeah, that's the excuse or whatever it is. But I think seriously to be able to come out to Flint, be able to support. I know this arena, this area means a lot to me and my comeback. And I think, with Drapes being such an integral part of that, this is sort of the first step. So there's a lot of people, faces, stuff like this. So to be able to do this, I think the fact that, this place was packed, I think it just shows you that the need for it. So the grind line's always here to support.
So I got two quick questions for you. So I have a couple in my mind because I'm a big stat guy. So what were your guys' favorite goals of your career? I have one I think could be for you, and I know one for you for sure. I just wanted to get your intake on it all.
Yeah, I mean, I could go. So I'll go 2 goals.
All right.
So obviously 98.
That's game 2 OT.
Stanley Cup, OT winner against Washington.
Was that a LaPointe assist?
Shanny LaPointe, little backdoor. That's right. Backdoor crossbody one time.
There you go.
And then
good old Ole.
Yeah, Ole the goalie. Sorry about that. And then my other one was in the World Cup against the Czechs, coming down a little short side slapper on Volkun. So I would say those 2 would be my most favorite and memorable.
I played in a tournament last week and did just that. Just came down 1-on-1, just ripped the bucket, and I was like, and it went in. I was like, all right, that's right. A little Draper-esque there. He's always just going down to rip it. Why the hell not?
Yeah. Well, I beat one guy 1-on-1 my whole career. It's for the Stanley Cup, which is pretty good. But
I think that's pretty good.
But I think here, and now that Drapes is here, and I'll bring this back, I think the best goal that I ever scored was in the playoffs in St. Louis off the face-off, where we worked on this play where he's a centerman, the puck drops, and he just fires it at me, and I redirect it, and it never works. Except for this time.
You only needed to work one time.
I seen it the other day, and that's what it was. So that one gets honorable mention.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because obviously, Game 4, 97 final. I'm sure you blacked out during the whole thing, but
doesn't matter.
You got to go with the Hattie too against.
Yeah,
Patty
that was pretty.
That was a good one. Time. You kind of slept through the regular seasons, kind of effortless.
Yeah, showed up when you needed to. Right?
That's what I was saying.
That's right.
I remember watching the broadcast. I think it was Gary Thorne says he looked like a 50-goal scorer on one of them.
Thanks, Gary.
Incredible goal calls too, Gary Thorne.
Yeah. So is there any rituals that you guys used to do in your pro playing days that you guys still stick to somewhat to this day, or no? Any of your whether it be meals or whether it be routine, anything like that, or
I think the afternoon naps, you try to get one of those in if you can still routine is a big thing, but sometimes a lot of things in your life change to what it is. Like James travels, I just asked him, he's been over 200 and some games this year, so I think for me at least, you get older, you get a little bit wiser. Right, exactly.
Absolutely.
So I think you can revert back to some of the training or some of the stuff that you had, and you're lucky enough if you can feel good. It's about getting the body in the right spots. He's the athlete. He's a pickleball player. Dude. Top 50 over.
I was at pickleball pro circuit, right?
I played some. That's all that counts. As long as you.
That's what matters, right?
Top 50 senior pro. Beautiful.
There you go.
That's it. Unbelievable.
That's what to tip your hat on there. Yeah. Not a 4-time cup winner or Selkie winner. I was top 50 pickleball.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
How's your golf game looking going this year?
It's pretty good. I'm pretty excited about it.
We got
time to make
probably 2 weeks left, I would say, before we really get out there.
Yesterday. Joey and I going out tomorrow.
Shit.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'll be submerged.
What's your favorite Michigan course?
Like of all is Crystal Downs, really private house for Mackenzie one who played a few times, which is just because I'm a big history guy and just the way that it was designed and the way that they can keep it today. But like around here, the orchards,
Love the orchards.
you look at the Oakland University courses, the khaki and the other one, the Sharp. Yeah, but those are always good. He's on Oakland Hills. It doesn't get any better than that.
No, I was gonna say it's about as good as
my favorite one though, private one around is probably Franklin Hills.
Okay.
Just because I'm a Donald Ross guy, but I like all the old ones. So, I'll play whatever. Erica's guest.
So what's up with Keenan? Has he got any more years eligibility?
Yeah, so he's just finished his junior year. So
okay,
he's
cool.
Going into his senior year next year. Obviously, big disappointment losing to Penn State and not qualifying for the tournament.
Penn State looked good last night, though.
Yeah, Penn State
Holy
did.
shit.
They did. But it just shows you, at all levels, how important, wins are here and there. We're living it right now with the wins, and so it was too bad. They had a real, tight group and a good group, but just kind of came up short. And, for any athlete, this is the time of year that you want to be playing. So, but he'll have a big summer, and he's, school's going well. He's looking forward to, obviously, training this summer and getting ready for a big senior year for him.
Yeah. All right. Well,
so I got one question for you too before you go. So what is leading up to the NHL draft? Those last couple weeks before that takes place, what's that like for you? Obviously, aside from
the obvious is the work's done. Mm-hmm. It's I'm actually from here. I'm heading to Windsor tonight. Sue's at Windsor tonight, and this is I love watching playoff hockey right now. Watching the young prospects perform at this time of year is to me pretty special to go do that. But I would probably say draft prep is just making sure my list is in order. Be ready for anything that can happen kind of come draft day. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's going to be different this year. It's we'll set up probably at Little Caesars headquarters instead of the in-persons of where we've done that before. So, that'll be a little different of doing it that way. But for me, I just, it's awesome to have, Stevie right there. And when, our time comes, be ready to pick, but also, be ready to handle anything that might happen come draft day. So the work is pretty well all finished and finalized. And you just, those are the 2 weeks where you just kind of want to, all right, let's go. It's time to go. So
you guys have done a hell of a job rebuilding that, that talent pool there, So, I mean, there's a lot of exciting prospects coming up in the organization. And you just, at this point, you're at a spot where you just don't have enough room to play them all, really, it looks like, and it's like, obviously there's a lot of things that are going to change over the next year or two or 3, 4, 5 years with contracts and things of that nature. But a lot of exciting prospects here.
Albeit some recent struggles, but you got the bright spot. It is the young guns are really taking that next step and showing their worth.
Goaltending.
That's the beauty, and still there's others coming. Developing, everybody's developing. So
Absolutely.
I think to Kris's point, they have to be ready. They're in a different situation than they have in the past, where they hadn't replenished the talent pool yet. So now the talent pool is there. So that means you've opened yourself up for different questions from different teams. Maybe move positions. He's got to be ready. Like if you're picking, let's just say 10th, and then something happens. Oh, if we move down to 24th and pick some up, could he get a couple other guys that he needs, meat and potatoes, guys that it'll be worth it. So these guys have a tough job, but I think he nailed number one. They do the work, right. So the work's done. So it's like, what did you put in to get out? They're not worried about that because they see more games. These guys are psychopaths.
Hey, look at it, like you were saying, you maybe move back a little bit. I mean, what happened a couple years ago? Got ASP, and now look at what he's doing. He's probably coming to North America here pretty soon. From what I've been reading.
Yeah, he's they're up right now 3-1 in the series. So he and our other first round of Brents like Nygaard are obviously playing on the same team right now. Both are been impacting the playoffs so far. Brents like Nygaard 2 or 3 goals in the playoffs already, and Axe game 1 had 3 primary assists and. It's they're obviously going on a nice little run there at this time of year and playing big roles. It just goes back to that's what you like to see. And
absolutely,
we'll just kind of wait to see, where they go and if they're going to be able to come over in the spring here or if they keep going with Skellefteå, who won last year. They're the defending champ right now too. So they're playing well at the most important time also.
Sure. Yep.